Let us talk about 10 habits that are going to make 2025 your best. And again, if you're new here, my name is Sheena Shui. I'm a holistic burnout therapist. I'm a business mentor, business consultant, and I love helping high achieving women, entrepreneurs, corporate baddies, spiritual women go from burnt out, crumbling, asking what the hell to their most brilliant, soul on fire self. That's what I love. I love doing that. Now, let's just get into this top 10. Let's bang it out. Number one, having a belief system. I don't think people understand how important having beliefs are, positive beliefs. This is why in my intake, when I'm working with someone, I always ask them if you have a belief system. And it doesn't have to be religion, it can be spirituality, it can be what goes around comes around, or I believe this, or I believe that. It could be cultural traditions in your cultural heritage, but you need to have something that you come back to regardless of what's going on externally. So, the reason this is so important is because when shit hits the fan, if you do not have a belief system in place, you are far more likely to crumble and be taken down. Let's think of this example. Let's say someone you love passes away suddenly. If you do not have beliefs around where do they go, how can I stay connected with them, how can I show them love, how do I process this, what do I think happens when we die? If you don't think about those things, that's really going to impact you versus someone who goes, I still feel connected with them. I still talk to them, or I write to them, or, whatever ritual they have, or maybe they have spiritual rituals around death, or spiritual beliefs around death, or family and cultural beliefs around death. Again, similar thing. Or let's say a less hectic example, you lose your job out of the blue. You're planning for this promotion, you want to go big, you want to go hard. And for some reason, whether it's your job, whether it's your business, it just gets ripped away from you for whatever reason. If you do not have a belief system around why bad things happen, it will really affect you. So, again, this situation happens to two people. One person has the belief that God only says yes, not yet, or something better. They're going to handle that so much better because they go, something better is coming, or maybe something else is coming, or I'm meant to pivot direction. They know this is happening for them, not to them. Versus someone who has no belief system or has no idea why things happen. And they're like, why me? Shit like this always happens to me. I just have bad luck, or maybe I have a curse on me, or whatever that is. So I think this is why, again, it's important to have that belief system. So, number one thing you can do to make 2025 your best is ask yourself what you truly believe in a whole bunch of different areas about life, about death, about love, about why things happen, and find yourself a place where you can connect to that. So, outdoors in nature, which brings us to our next few, which is number two is get some sunshine. The amount of people who don't get sunshine and vitamin D every day is wild. And there are numerous studies that show us that patients in hospitals who get access to sunshine versus ones that don't do dramatically better. And so my mum is got Indian background, BG Indian background, represent, and and even my dad, his heritage is German, right? Whenever we had a cold or a flu or anything, my mum would make us go sit in a chair outside in the sun. She wanted us to get that vitamin D. She wanted us to have the germs, have a fighting, have something to fight, right? That like something is fighting those germs. So get some sunshine every day, which leads us to number three as well, which is getting outdoors every day. The amount of people who don't realize that they haven't actually gone outdoors much of the day is wild. It can be a couple of walks around the block. It could be taking a lunch break and going for 10 minutes out and about, but really getting outdoors, getting around trees, breathing in fresh air is so important to how you feel. And again, with all of this, studies have shown that plants release these chemicals called phytocytosines, which I cannot say properly ever, but basically they're calming chemicals to the nervous system. They regulate us. So if you go through for a walk through a park that's got lots of beautiful trees, and you're getting that sunshine. Not only are you increasing your vitamin D levels, which is so important for overall health and well-being, but you're getting outdoors, you're getting those calm chemicals, you're breathing in fresh air, you're being more mindful. These are going to have a major impact on you. So that's number three, getting outdoors. Number four is making sure you have salt with your water and that you're getting enough salt and water. So, a lot of people do not drink enough water, and even just a little bit of dehydration can have a major impact on brain fog, mood, sleep, mood regulation, nervous system regulation, how fast your neurons can fire in your brain. So, this is all stuff that's low hanging fruit compared to processing years of pain and trauma, right? These are all low hanging fruit ways of addressing your nervous system and making yourself feel better. So, drink enough water, have some salt before the water, Celtic salt, Himalayan salt, whatever that might be. Make sure it's that and not table salt. If you want to go down the rabbit hole on salt and water, you can go find Barbara O'Neill and her videos on salt and water. But it is so, so important. And it's so easy to do compared to other things. So, number four is salt and water. Number five is just touching on what I talked about, go to therapy. And here's my other tip, go and find a therapist that works for you and don't give up. So, a lot of the time when people come to me, again, I mentioned that a common question I ask is, have you seen a therapist before? And a lot of the time they'll say, oh, look, I tried therapy, but either I wasn't ready, which is fair, or the therapist wasn't that great. You need to tell them, what do you want? Do you want someone who's more direct? Do you want someone who can just listen? Do you want to do things in between sessions? Do you want to have more feedback? All of these things you need to be able to tell your therapist, I want more of this, I want less of this. Very similar to a hairdresser. I want my fringe cut this way. I only want to take this much off, or all of those things. You need to be direct. And there's going to be different types. Some therapists aren't going to be a right fit for you. So it's okay to try someone for 2 or 3 sessions and go, actually, I want a male, or I want someone who's more holistic, or I want someone who isn't going to push medication, or I want someone who supports my medication choices. Whatever that is, it's find one that works for how you are and maybe specializes in what you're going for as well. So go to therapy if you haven't tried it already. If you have, but it's been a while, go back, because you've got to remember that therapists can help with personal development, relationships, parenting, your business, your career, your shadow, your aging parents, the stress of life. They are going to give you an experience that no friend or family member or hairdresser or massage or nail lady can ever give you. Never. No life coach, no mindset coach, no 6-week NLP coach, none of it. Therapists are special people, and you've got to find a good one. Okay, number 6, still on the health professionals, see a naturopath. Now, again, reasons for this is that it's much easier to fix a vitamin deficiency than it is to process years and years and years worth of fight, flight, freeze, fawn, trauma, cortisol, all of that. A naturopath can help you with your diet, your vitamins, test your blood properly. All the naturopaths I've seen have always told me that GPs don't test for all the things that they're looking for, or they'll say that something's in a normal range when it isn't. And this is why I find naturopaths far more effective when it comes to health and mental health and skin issues and endometriosis or regulating the nervous system. I have a particular naturopath I recommend. Her name is Belinda Burns of Ritual Bar. So if you haven't seen her, go check her out. Or if you want to find me on Instagram or wherever, you can come find me and I'll point you in her direction. She's incredible. No promos here, no ads. She's just great. She's just good at what she does. So I recommend that alongside therapy, alongside the other things, because you will feel a million times better after doing just that. Number number seven. Number seven is start something new. Start something new. Start something new. It could be running, it could be a business, it could be a new workout, it could be a new creative thing, a new art thing, a meditation practice, something, and just pick one thing. Don't try to be this wellness guru where you're picking journaling and yoga and running and weightlifting and all the things at the start of the year, and then you wonder why by February it's all done. Pick one thing and go, this is the thing I'm going to stick with, and do that and see the ripple effect it has. In the book, The Power of Habit, they talk about how a lot of people will start running and focus just on running, not on anything else. And yet they'll find that all other areas of their life improve because the ripple effect of starting something and sticking with it and pushing through and you know, changing yourself because you're changing something and doing something different has ripple effects on every area of your life. So, number seven is start something new. And side note, it's really good for your brain health to do something new, to create new neural pathways, to do something different, to engage different brain parts. Really, really healthy for brain health and longevity and protecting against aging. Okay, number eight, have an inward practice. When I say inward practice, what I mean is have some sort of practice where you're reflecting internally. It could be journaling, it could be meditating, it could be a weekly check-in. And a lot of you, if you check out my free resource library on my website, I've got check-in tools about your relationship or about yourself, like a weekly check-in. How am I going in these 4 key areas, right? Have some sort of tool that you use to check in with yourself inwardly. And again, it could be if you're going for a walk. So let's say you're doing the sunshine thing, you're getting outdoors, and every day at lunch you go for a 15-minute walk. Maybe it's that's your time to just go, how do I feel? What's going on? What are my thoughts of the day? How am I feeling today? It could just be just setting a reminder of your phone of once a day checking in. How do I think and how do I feel today? So have an inward practice because it will tell you so much about yourself and you'll get so much more clarity, enlightenment. You'll be less reactive and you'll be more self-aware doing that every single day, 365, than if you didn't. Okay, have an inward practice. Number 9 is also having quiet time. Really important and really underutilized thing is so many people do not have any moments of quiet in their day. And it's actually really dysregulating, one, really overstimulating to your nervous system, too. and you're not actually allowing yourself to sit with yourself. There's an avoidance there. You don't want to sit with the feelings that are uncomfortable, the thoughts that are uncomfortable, whatever. So I know people who will wake up, turn music on, watch TV, talk to people, talk on the phone, listen to a podcast, do stuff all day. There is not one moment of the day that is completely silent or quiet. Even when they're having a shower, they're having music playing or YouTube playing or whatever. So I would encourage you to really audit your day, maybe do it tomorrow or the rest of today, whenever you're listening to this, and go, have I actually had maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes of complete silence? Again, this doesn't include looking at your phone because your phone's going to play you music or social media is. Really actually just being quiet. Doesn't mean you're not doing things. I'm not talking about meditation here. I'm talking about, can you be in the kitchen with complete silence? Could you drink your coffee in complete silence? Learn to sit with the silence and see how much you will grow. That's number 9. And then number 10 is sleep more. Sleep is such a major, 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 major component. And yet, so many of us go, yes, I know I need to sleep more. Yes, I need a better sleep routine. And yet, you don't follow through. And so, this is just your friendly reminder or your stern reminder. Allow yourself to nap, allow yourself to sleep in, allow yourself to go to bed early, sleep more. And even if you can't get the sleep, rest more. So you might say, look, I'm going to try to go to bed at 8:30 or sleep at 8:30, and you toss and tumble until 9:30. But it's better than saying, oh, I'm just going to stay up till 10:30. Like really allow yourself and don't beat yourself up going, I have to be up early. Why? Because someone out there said, oh, billionaires get up at 5 a.m. P.S. That's all bull. I know lots of millionaires and even billionaires who do not do that. Okay. I don't know how that got mixed up in the ethos, but someone out there must have put some research out there and now it's out. But just get some more sleep. So, and again, if you do all of the things on this list, you will have better sleep regardless. So, let's count down our 10 things that you can do to make sure you have the best year ever. 1, have a belief system. 2, get more sunshine. 3, get outdoors. 4, water with salt. 5, go to therapy. 6, see a naturopath. Oh, yep, that's right. 7, start something new. 8, have an inward practice. 9, have some quiet or silent time. And 10, get some more sleep. All right, beautiful souls, I care about you. And obviously, you care about yourself too if you're here listening to a personal development, personal growth, burnout, brilliant business live podcast. I'm really proud of you for that. So, have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and take care of yourself. And just know that if you want to work together, if you've been listening to me for a while, I have links below, but reach out. Let's see how we can work together. Let's see how we can improve your business, your life, your career, you. Let's do it. Let's stop thinking about it and let's do it. We can work together. I want that for you. And again, check out all my free resources on my website. Unsubscribe from my email list. I don't care. Subscribe, unsubscribe. It doesn't bother me. I just want you to have the very best year yet because you deserve it. You deserve to live the most expansive version of you. All right, beautiful soul. Wonderful day, wonderful week. I'll see you in the next episode of Burnout to Brilliance.